When we get together with friends and family for the holidays, we like to play board games, and it's always tricky to figure out which one's the right one.
That's why we put together a list of a few games that you can play with your family.
Not every family's the same, so we organize these games accordingly.
First up is games that are easy and fun for all ages.
Number 3 is Mountain Goats. I really like this game, even though there's a lot of luck with it because of the dice rolling. However, because of the luck, it should be good for kids of all ages.
Yeah, everyone gets their own little mountain goat, or a bunch of them actually, and then you have to try and be king of the mountain for all these little columns of mountains. And once you get to the top, just knock down whoever's there. Number 2 is Taco versus Burrito. I thought this was really fun because there's a lot of different ingredient combinations that you can put in your taco or burrito, and some of them are a little out there.
Yeah, all the outrageous ingredients really make it fun for kids of younger ages. Plus there's a lot of take that, which kids like doing the take that actions. So I think it's fun for kids, and the adults will find it humorous as well. And number 1, Exploding Kittens. Of course, this has to be our number 1 favorite family game because it's one of the first games that we really got into, and I think it's great for kids of all ages and families of all ages.
2 things that I really like about this game. Number 1, you never know when that exploding kitten is coming. Number 2, when someone puts it back in and they put it right at the top, you know exactly where the exploding kitten is.
Here's a list of games that require more thought but are still good for youngsters.
At number 3 is Machikoro. This game is mostly cards, however you're building your city and then each number relies on the roll of the die and it kind of affects your strategy on what kind of city you're making and how to unlock more of the city.
It's a fairly simple game, but there's still a lot of strategy to it, so I think it's a good introductory game for kids to really start getting into much more difficult games. They can understand it, but they can also have fun with it. And there's enough luck to make it fair for everybody. Number 2 is Floriferous. This is one of our favorite games from this past year that we played, and I think it will be great for kids. Probably not super young, but still young enough to enjoy it. It's not too difficult, and there's enough strategy that everybody can really get into this game.
Yeah, this game, my whole thing about it is calming. You don't have to like fight or anything like that. However, there is like the drafting, so it can get a little competitive, but overall, zen. At number 1 is Cascadia. This game is about creating the most harmonious ecosystem, so placing animals in their habitat and then chaining everything together to get the most points.
This is a fun tile laying game, and I understand why with the Kinderspiel des Jahres, it's great for the whole family. There is a lot of strategy as far as how you place your tiles in order to get the most points, but at the same time, if you don't really focus on that, you can still have fun laying your tiles, putting the animals on it, so it's like a matching game, and kids can still end up earning lots of points even if they don't even realize it. So it's great for the whole family. Hey Lee, what about families that enjoy a good puzzle game?
I'm glad you asked. We have games for them too.
Number 3 is Illusion. This is a very small box card game with 100 cards with different color combinations on it. And your goal when you get a card is to put it in order, either ascending or descending, based on the color, whether it has more or less than the other cards. I really think that kids can have fun with it with the color recognition, and I think adults can be challenged with it because you look at it and you go, that doesn't seem like it could have that much blue, but I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah, it plays really quick and just looks can be deceiving when you're looking at this game because you're like, I know you're wrong, but okay, let me check. At number 2, The Mind. Another small box, quick game, but I really like this because while you're playing it, no talking.
Yeah, it's great if you need a break from all that Thanksgiving or Christmas noise. You want your kids to be quiet because the whole goal of this game is no one's allowed to talk. You're playing cards in numerical order, but you can't talk. So you got to just use your mind to figure out, okay, 25 was just played. I have 30. Does anyone have anything in between? Number 1 is Turing Machine. When I first heard about this game, I wasn't too sure about it, but once we got it to the table and we started playing, I was like, yeah, I really like this game.
It definitely has some pieces and mechanics that were very new to me, and it took a minute to kind of understand, but once you get it and you know like, okay, here's the code, all right, do this, am I right here? Oh, wrong. Okay, and then you can just check it off, and I don't know, it's very addicting that you just want to keep going for the harder puzzles after that.
And one more positive about this game is there's a whole library online of like 1 million different combinations that you can play. So once you've played the 20 that the game comes with, you can keep playing more and you'll never play the same game twice.
Well, hold on, Kenny. My family kind of likes those not safe for work games.
That's okay. We have games full of inappropriate fun too. Number 3 is Donna Dinner Party. What better way to celebrate with the family after eating a nice big meal than sitting down and playing a game about eating another nice big meal? of your family members. Donna Dinner Party is all about choosing who you're going to eat. So it's a hidden identity game where you have roles, and it's kind of fun because you're trying to guess who's the traitor, basically. Only you're picking who you're going to eat. So it kind of has that dark theme to it. So I really think it's fun. If you have the right family, it's the right game.
Yeah, some of those hidden identity games are like, oh, kill the werewolf or something. This one's even darker. You're gonna kill him and eat him. At number 2 is Secret Hitler. Another hidden identity game, which I think there's a theming here so far. There's a little bit more mechanics or advanced hidden identity stuff that needs to happen. I like it.
It's the holidays, you're getting together with family, and you always want to call your crazy uncle a fascist anyway. Well, now you can do that, and it's all appropriate. And number 1 is Telestrations After Dark. We like playing this at holidays, we like playing this at gaming conventions, we just like playing this game all the time. Regular Telestrations can be kind of naughty too, depending on who you're playing with, but this one has the naughty card, so you already have to draw inappropriate things. So every time that Lee's playing and he draws a penis on a card, well, this time it's appropriate.
Yeah, great way to meet new people, kind of break the ice, and then obviously you gotta have that obligatory, what's everyone's humor like right now before you play the game?
And finally, one of our favorite games to play in a large group, if you have a lot of family and friends over for Thanksgiving, or Christmas, or Hanukkah, or whatever holiday you're celebrating, Monikers is just about the perfect game because you can play with 100 people, I don't know 100 people, but you can definitely play with a lot of people, and it just gets more and more fun each of the 3 rounds.
What I like is the cards on here, the subjects, they have little descriptions on them, so you're also learning too. However, there's also just pop culture references. I think my favorite in here is like Charizard.
So those are just a few of the games we enjoy playing with our family, organized in a nice, wonderful list for you.
What'd you think? Have you played any of these games with your family? Do you have a suggestion for a certain type of family and a certain list of games? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to watch some reviews of some of these games, check out the link in our description below.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny. I go party like a board gamer.